Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagvi here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we completed our trial. Got on our nice uniform. Looks pretty cool. Now we gotta see the commander. Unfortunately, we can't leave to take off our hat because Arkiri will force us to go up there. But now we can finally check out the upstairs portions of the building because Baguette would not let us through. So let's see what the upstairs is like. Ooh, an Eevee! So adorable. Here is, I think, Sakura, who I believe is supposed to be the ancestor of Karen, and the Elite Four member. I believe most characters in this game are ancestors to a character we know of in later games. Like Volo, I believe he's supposed to be like an ancestor to Cynthia. Maybe we ought to build some spare lodgings in case anyone else falls out of the sky. Pokemon are full of mysteries. I hope you can help us solve them. Get Pokemon to help with our manual work? No way, that's crazy talk. Oh, if you only knew what the future holds. It's a brave new land we're living in. It's a brave new world we live in. Which means there's a lot to do. Okay. I was looking over to my recording software and I noticed the volume for my mic wasn't moving. So I was like, please tell me it's been recording my voice this entire time and I haven't been just talking to the void. Hey, here's the third floor. And there's our commander. He looks very familiar, doesn't he? I've been waiting for you. I am Kamato, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So you are Donnie. Yes, sir. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift of the sky. I think I forgot. I should have chosen. It's an honor, because I think if you say that, he's like, oh, so you do have manners. Fell from the rift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you are made of. Face me in combat. Let's try and throw him. Ah! You got some fight in you. Your sumo needs work, but I do see some potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider who literally fell right out of the blue. As a potential answer of disaster. Your arrival could be a potential of disaster. But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you are a part of Jubilife Village now. Declare yourself. Dedicate yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Donnie. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. So, the commander has accepted you. But understand this, you begin as a no-star. Recruitment in among our ranks, in other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps, and you will move up through the ranks. Indeed, you'll see, the more you add to the Pokédex, the higher your rank will become. And working on the Pokedex also, of course, brings you closer to that goal of yours. To seek out every last Pokemon. Here, you will need this. We attained the recipe for crafting Pokeballs. And 3,000 as well. You will have to buy the necessary materials. Akiri, you're an expert at crafting yourself. Teach your new recruit what he needs to know. Of course, Captain Silene. Now, as expected, craft person here. Expert craft person, okay. I was like, craft person? Let me explain a bit to start with. Crafting means taking two items with your own two hands. You can buy some items at the general store, but self-efficiency is worth striving for. You could even make our most valuable tools, Pokeballs. Think where we would be if we couldn't do that. Let's head to the craft works. So we're going to learn how to craft. We're going to be honing our craft. Well done, earning a place in our team. My name's Artie E. I'm the local Clover. The professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes, so here you go. I do hope they fit. We received an everyday kimono and a pair of everyday trousers. I hope you avail yourself of the village humble shops. This way to the craftworks, Donnie. First thing, I'm going to go back home and take off this hat, because I do not like this hat. And I prefer my trainers without hats. There's one exception to this game, but this hat is not one of them. Take it off. Ah, much better. Now let's learn how to craft. We'll also probably take a quick explore of Jubilife Village, of its various shops and housings, before we go back out there in the field. You can use the workbench here at the Craftworks anytime you need to make an item in the village. I will supply you what you need to make your first Pokeballs. Once you are ready to begin, call it my way of saying congratulations on joining us. To spend the money you got from the captain on clothes or whatever you think is best. Go up to the workbench and choose an item to craft, in this case a Pokeball. You can use workbenches in Jubilife Village and base camps to craft Pokeballs and other items. Crafting requires a recipe and necessary materials. So here's how we craft. We go in here, if we have the necessary materials, so in this case we need one apricot and one tumblestone, red tumblestone, to make a Pokeball. So we can currently make 20 of these. And that's the basis of crafting. This is how you're going to get the majority of your items in this game. You're going to be making most of them, as especially at the beginning of the game, you're not very flushed on cash. Getting money in this game is actually really difficult. Oh, now that's some fine craftsmanship. Hard to believe that was your first time stepping up to the workbench, my boy. You'll recall, of course, the Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. With the Pokeballs we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. Also, more Pokemon species can only be duly recorded in the Pokedex. And on that note, here you go. We've gotten our Pokedex. very different from the Pokedexes we're used to. They're usually high technical. Here, it's an actual book. A volume of completing the collected results of much of the Pokemon's research. Professor Laventon continually adds to it with each report on new Pokemon species. So here's our Pokedex. We have some data that is not recorded. Now the Pokedex works very differently in this game. It isn't just catch one Pokemon and you instantly know everything about it. You need to learn and study these Pokemon, so just catching them once isn't enough to fill up the Pokedex. As you can see, the Pokemon have no color. We don't know anything about their height or weight. We don't know anything about the items they drop or any general information about the Pokemon itself. So here's our research tasks. Every Pokemon has a research task. Some unique to that Pokemon, some that need to be done by doing certain side quests, and others it's just like see a Pokemon use a move a certain amount of times, doesn't matter if it's your own Pokemon or the wild Pokemon, using certain styles, which I don't think we've got into yet. And yeah, just the number you've catched or defeated in the field. You do not need to complete all of the research tasks to complete the Pokedex entry, but you do get rewarded if you perfect a Pokemon's entry. I'll explain a little bit more as we fill up our Pokedex. Also, I believe, and this can tell us where the Pokemon can be found. You have to have physically seen the Pokemon in their locations to know where they can be found. So we know that Bidoof can be found in Aspire Hill in the Fieldlands, but it doesn't tell us where Bidoof is in the other locations because we either don't have access to those locations or we haven't seen Bidoof in those locations. I prepared this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all the Pokemon there is in the Grand Region. You'll have to complete a lot of research tasks to help the professor fill out the Pokedex. Same goes for me, of course. I also got Pokemon to research as a Survey Corps member. I'll be happy to explain more about the research tasks I could use your assistance with. Come and join me at the Fieldlands camp whenever you are ready, Eddie, my good boy Donnie. So we're going to be working on some research tasks. Hey, excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear. If you're going to the Fieldlands camp, would you mind taking a request for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here at headquarters if you want to talk about it. Accepting requests. This is basically our side missions of the game. People who have something to ask you will have a request icon displayed above them. If you fulfill their request, you may receive some nice rewards. So let's see what he wants. Hey, so there's this Pokemon called Wurmple. Have you heard of it? Yeah? Well, you see, I was having a chat with the Professor Laventon, and he told me that after a Pokemon gains a certain amount of experience through battling and the like, it will sometimes change its appearance and become stronger. He said it was a phenomenon called evolution. Evolution has gone under a major change in this game. Some Pokemon can undergo evolution, which changes their appearance and stats. If one of your Pokemon has met the requirements to evolve, you are able to select Evolve option from viewing the Pokemon in your satchel. So the Pokemon does not automatically evolve anymore like it does in the prior games. You yourself have to tell the Pokemon when to evolve. And I've also decided I want to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of the Survey Corps, aren't you? If you catch a Wurmple, could you let me have it? There will be a reward for you. In it for you, I promise. Just give me a Wurmple if you can. So there's a request. If there's any other available requests like down here, they'll appear on the map. So we'll find out about all the requests there is to find. Meanwhile, let's check out the village. They say hunger is the best seasoning, but I'd rather rely on the quality of my soft foot roots to make my potato munch tasty. So let's get on to some of the shops. Avon here is the owner of the Craftworks. Here at the Craftworks, we sell materials and recipes. Can I help you with something? So he will sell various materials. He will increase his stock as you progress through the game. And right now, he only sells apricons, tumblestones, cake lure base, and springy mushrooms. Pretty much anything he sells is for crafting. As for crafting recipes, you can buy additional recipes. There are certain things that you can make that you need to have the recipe for. And some of the recipes can only be gotten through him. We'll be probably buying some of those later on. Anyway, let's check out the housing and get to know the people of Jubilife. So, depending on how long this takes, this could be a somewhat long episode. I only lately found a home here too. Glad to have you. Oh, this is someone that's new. What's in house number 2? Nobody. Also, oh wait, there is somebody here. Also, a nice little detail. When you're on the dirt part of the house, your character wears their shoes. But when you walk onto the wooden part of the house, your character takes off their shoes. If you're wondering why the character does this, because this is based on Japan. Since this region is based on Japan, and this is based on, I guess, like the Warring States era or anything before that, it was common custom and courtesy for you to take off your shoes when you were indoors. Alola! Ah, so you must be an Alolan. And as you can see, Jubilife Village is made of various people from various different regions that we know of. When Pokemon react to you by attacking, are you making sure to dodge their moves? Dodging. We don't know about dodging yet. But I feel it's something we're going to earn when we get back out in the field. This girl, I don't think we currently have access to her yet. The Galaxy team is made of a separate corps. Yep, she says the same thing. I believe we will not gain access to her because she's tied to online features until we return from doing research tasks in the field. Shrine Guardian, watch over us. Lucy sells various protective charms that come in handy when you're out exploring in the wilds. I'm here to give thanks to the guardian of this shrine, who watch over all of Jubilife Village. And you, child, if you're here with a prayer for the shrine, perhaps my charms can help. Tell me, what is it you wish? What do the charms do? If it's lost items you wish to prevent, I would suggest the templing charm for you, my dear. Should you ever faint, it will magically become the first item to banish from your satchel, taking the place of other items that would have been lost. If you wish to keep yourself from fainting, the survival charm is what you need. Simply possessing this mythical item makes one less likely to faint while out exploring. If good health is what's the greatest wish, the Wandering Charm is your friend. It gives one mysterious ability to escape the effects of status conditions inflicted by wild Pokemon moves. I hope you will follow all of that, child. Now tell me what is you wish for. So as she says, the item charm, if you have that, it will take the spot of whatever item you would have lost upon fainting. There is a way to get those items back, but you do need to rely on other people to do it. For each charm you get, each charm will take a place of an item you would have lost. The faint less frequently, I believe that either negates damage or stops you from fainting. Of course, it uses up the charm, but basically, if you think you're gonna get attacked a lot, this charm can be helpful. And stay in good health is probably the least useful out of the three. Basically, Pokemon can inflict you with status conditions, which normally can leave you open for an attack. But most status condition attacks Pokemon can attack you with are pretty easy to avoid, so it's probably not the most useful out of the charms. You're better off either getting the item charm or the health charm, or the faint charm if you wanted. So you're the new recruit from the Survey Corps. Don't slack off making that Pokedex of yours. Throwing Pokeballs is all good. All well and good. Just don't throw your life away, kid. This place will become a little bit more useful to us later. Let's see what's over here. We have a farm. It's tough picking berries out in the wild, so I'm hoping we can grow them here instead. Here in the village fields, you can have crops grown for you in exchange for a fee. Here to grow some crops, are you? No way to tell how they'll yield it'll be, but we'll give it our all. What kind of harvest are you interested? So, here's the farm. You can grow apricons and medical harvest items. There's various other things you can grow later on. Each different thing has a different cost. I normally like to grow the apricons, that way I always have access to Pokeballs. But there are different things that are more useful depending on what you want, depending on what you need at the time. It's just you do have to wait, I think a certain amount of real-world time for you to collect the harvest. So if we want to grow some apricons, it will cost us 500 bucks. Perfect, we'll set right on it. The crops are in good hands. Now, this person, I believe, is a Gardenia's ancestor, judging by the haircut. This is supposed to be Gardenia's ancestor. Which actually sort of makes sense, given that he's a farmer, so that would explain Gardenia's roots with grass types. Gotta expand these fields to help feed all the new folks coming to the village. You know, we had people back in Kanto who were also able to tame Pokemon. They knew what they were doing in battles too. Interesting. Let's check out these houses right here. What do you two have to say? You're the talk of the town, you know. Everyone others about how a strong-looking stranger actually passed the trial to join the team. Just like the commander said, not a lot of people are trusting of us. I hear you passed your trial. Looks like we may have to earn the trust of the village. What's in this house? No matter the circumstance, you can't be at your best if you don't eat. That's why there's always time to cook. Nobody else is in this home. Let's go. Why do you want me to check the Pokedex? We already looked at the Pokedex. If you spot a berry tree, have your Pokemon go gather some berries from it. Useful tip, you always want to be gathering berries in this game. They do serve various purposes, besides from their initial use. Let's see what the people over here are like. If there was a place you were hoping to visit, you ought to stretch out your map and pin it. So basically, like she mentions, we can put various pins on our map, so if there's anything of interest, as we can pin it to be a reminder for later. This pin is something if there's somewhere you want to go. This pin this pin's food related. This pin is material related. This is Pokemon related. Basically, every pin serves a use. You can only put 10 pins on per map. But yeah, good thing if you want to note something down. And remember it for later. If there's like a certain Pokemon you're looking for, or if you're trying to remember where certain item deposits are. Here at the Seaside Gate. Hey, sure, it's pretty safe. No wild Pokemon run around here after all. Oh, you have a boy! What a cute Bleasel, it's so tiny. What do you want? Can Pokemon of the same species really come in different sizes? I know the professor said they do, but I have a hard time believing it unless I see a different size. Eyes one lined up side by side. If there really are Bleasels bigger than mine, I would love to see them alongside the one I have. For comparison's sake. And you're a natural when it comes to catching Pokemon, right? I bet you can see where I am going with this. If you catch a Bleasel bigger than mine, would you let me have it? I'll make it worth your while. Big Bleasel, little Bleasel. This is one of the more annoying side quests because he wants a Bleasel of a particular size, particularly a Bleasel of 2.8 or higher. We will be getting a Bleasel that size for quite a while. So, I won't be able to do that quest for some time. There's another quest that you can get that's early game that's really annoying to do because it requires you getting a Pokemon that's extremely rare to find and as far as I'm aware of can only be found in 2 trees. He's in the Obsidian Fields. If you Survey Corp or lot are amazing, I mean, you catch all these strange Pokemon like it's nothing. Oh, are you from the Survey Corps? Well then, can you tell me how Pokemon make themselves so tiny? I'm not a scientist, buddy. You're gonna have to talk to the professor on that one. I came all the way from Hoenn, but this land has nothing in it. Ah, someone from Hoenn. What's in the next house? Good luck, new recruit. Show us what you're made of. Let's go door to door, see what people have to say. Passed your trial, have you? Unimpressed you can approach Pokemon. I just turn and run from those scary beasts. Everyone has problems and worries of their own. You should lend an ear to people you meet. You, young sprouts, can't hold a candle to me, but I'll leave the surveying to you, sonny. It's amazing Captain Silene has acknowledged your potential. So you join the Survey Corps. Don't forget to carry some berries and potions with you. Who's in this house? You're going to survey Pokemon, huh? Going to find out all the ways they are terrifying. There's a few more houses to go. And then we'll check out the remaining shops. Nobody's in this house from what it looks like. What's in this one? You're a newcomer, right? If you have to go out and get close to Pokemon, you better do it stealthily. It's also a good idea to talk to everybody in town. I should mention this earlier, but yeah, you do want to speak to everybody before you go out, because a lot of the people in town actually do have a lot of good tips on what you need to do in the game. So you're the Survey Corps' newest member. Let us both do our best for the sake of the village. What's in this door? Welcome to the team. My grandpa Talha is in charge of the supply corps. Perhaps you will work together at some point. I wonder what he's like. And the final house. At least the middle section of the village anyway. You're not scared of Pokemon. When you encounter a wild Pokemon, the first thing you should do is focus on it. That's it for these houses. You're the new Survey Corps recruit, aren't you? Well, good luck with all that. Now, over here is an interesting place. The pasture houses the many Pokemon you will catch and collect them from here to change up your party. Do you have Pokemon you'd like to leave here with me? So this is basically our PC box. Since we don't have PCs, our Pokemon will live in pastures as we capture them. Bring back your survey work then. Keep it up. So this is basically where we're going to be storing our Pokemon through the majority of our adventure. I'm pretty new to the village myself. I try to talk to everyone. I always learn something new. Now let's check out what the remaining shops are. See something you want? It's yours for a price. If not here, by all means craft it yourself. So Corey here, who's an ancestor of Claron or whatever his name was from Pokemon Platinum, that was the 4th Team Galactic member, the 4th commander, he will sell you items. If you have money, you can buy additional Pokeballs, potions, revives, and cake lures. As we progress through the game and help him out with a few side quests, he will increase his inventory. Basically, if you have some excess cash, this is a good way for you to get items without needing to craft them. I rarely use them because, again, you're going to be crafting 95% of the time. You're the newcomer who fell from the sky. Are you heading outside the village? Of course you are. The Survey Corps have to get out and complete that Pokédex book they're working on, right? Well, on your way, can you kindly do me a favor and find out all about Starly? The Pokemon on certainly are terrifying creatures. But when I see Starly, I feel simply whole. Not that I at least desire to actually touch one, mind you. Please let me see Starly's entry in the Pokédex the moment you complete it. So here's our next request. Some Pokemon prefer rainy days, you know. Me, I stay inside and enjoy a nice nap. That is true, certain Pokemon will come out during certain weathers. They will either be exclusive to that weather or be more common during certain weathers. Given the Survey Corps, you all here, after all, we're no fool to freeloaders. Welcome, young man. What can I help you with today? So here we can actually change our hair. Splendid. Let's get you inside, shall we? I need a new do. I just recently got a haircut myself. Go on and have yourself a seat. I'll put things aside for you. Now then, my dear, what sort of look would you like to go for? So this is our currently options, is the messy ponytail, the shorten, the curls, and the balance. I'll go with the messy ponytail. Very Japanese-like. We'll go with white hair for the time being, and we'll stay with that. The preferred color I want isn't available right now. Lovely, I'll have you styled and ready in no time. Make sure you come in here if you do want to change your style, because if you come in here and don't change your style, she'll still take 500 from you. So make sure you are willing to actually change up your style before you use her. There, all done. Why, you look simply wonderful. Thank you for coming in today. Take care not to leave anything behind. Come back anytime, dear. So that's our hair salon. There's a few houses here. We're almost done checking out Jubilife Village. Nobody here. I think if you were the female protagonist, you would get this room. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on that, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody in that particular room. A special parcel has arrived with your name on it. We received the modern jacket, the modern trousers, and the modern shoes. You get this outfit if you have save data of Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl on your Switch. What a precious gift. Please take care of such fine attire. We'll probably wear it at some point. A special parcel has arrived with your name on it. We received the Shaman Fancy Kimono and the Shaman Fancy Bottoms. We get this outfit for having save data of Pokemon Sword or Shield. A special parcel has arrived with your name on it. We received the Pikachu Festive Mask and an Eevee Festive Mask. You get these masks for having save data of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. That's some of your save data bonuses. And here you can change your clothes and buy new clothing. Let's change some of our clothes. So here are some of the masks. Unfortunately, the outfit I want, the mask that I want, I currently don't have access to because I need to unlock mystery gifts. So we'll put on an Eevee mask for the time being. Let's put on the Shaman Kimono. Why not? Shaman Kimono is pretty nice. We'll just wear some regular sandals. And that seems good. So let's see what clothing she has available. So she has various hats. Her inventory will expand later on. Through some side quests. But you can buy some various items. Do know that a lot of her clothing items are very expensive. Like, look at the price for shoes. Jesus. Like, a lot of our items are really expensive. Folks come here to Hisui because there's no place for them back home. Whoa, you caught Pokemon? Those ears, I can't recall them. I know Shink's ears had odd markings on the insides, but what were they? No use, I can't remember. This keeps me up all night. Hey, aren't you with the Survey Corps? If you catch a Shinx, could you show it to me? I gotta see one with my own eyes. Please, I can't remember for the life of me what those ears look like. It's driving me up the wall. What does Shink's ears look like? Got one of those Shinx to show me? Yeah, let's show you a Shinx. Alrighty, let's have a peek at those round ears. That's it! It's the ears with the yellow cross pattern on them. Kinda like a star. Can't tell. Oh, what a relief it is. I felt like I've had a bone stuck in my throat. And only the throat of my brain and the bones are fault. Thanks for helping me get that bone out. And we completed a request. Photos of pastime. Here at the photography studio, you can enjoy taking photos together with your Pokemon. Ever considered presenting a lovely memory with your Pokemon as a photographer? Come on in and give it a try. We might give it a try in the next episode, because I think we'll end things off here now that we've checked out all of Jubilife. In the next episode, we might have a quick look in there and then head out into the field to do some research tasks. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the video. It helps tremendously, so smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this episode. And also share the video so that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. I will see you next time. Later.